Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Dear middle 3 students, today we are going to make a quick revision based on lesson 1 in unit 1, second term. And this is the types of chemical reactions. We will concentrate on the 3 types. Basically 2 types, thermal decomposition and substitutions. Okay, let's go for the questions, and to know the answers for these questions, choose the correct answer. When mercury oxide is heated, we obtain mercury oxide by heating. It will decompose into its main element, which is the mercury and oxygen gas involved. Our answer is going to be mercury and oxygen. Number 2, some metal nitrate are decomposed by heat. Nitrate by heat into nitrite, and the difference is oxygen, so it's going to be nitrite, metal nitrite, and oxygen gas evolves. Substitution reaction takes place on replacing. نخلي بالنا من السؤال ده. Less active element with more active. Less active compound with more active. More active element with less active. No correct answer. دي مستبعدة شوية. Less active compound كمان مستبعد. لأن replacement between elements. It's not because between compounds. Okay. So يبقى أنا محتار ما بين A and C. طيب تعال نشوف C. More active replaced by less active. طبعا مش ممكن ال less active هيجي يقول لي more active أنت تعالى روح وأنا I'm gonna replace you. يبقى الأقرب للمنطق بيقول إيه؟ إن أنا less active is gonna be replaced with more active one اللي هي number A. On adding copper turning to dilute hydrochloric acid, which gas مثلا for example will produce طبعا اكيد hydrogen gas بس مع مين؟ copper مع hydrochloric acid. طبعا اكيد copper chloride. ده المنطق يعني كويس كده. والهيدروجين evolves. تمام؟ كده تمام. نرجع بس نشوف حاجه قبل ما نحل. ده substitution reaction. يبقى لازم افكر في الاول الكوبر is going to replace الهيدروجين or not. هنلاقي الكوبر below hydrogen the chemical activity series. يبقى it cannot replace it, so there is no reaction. تمام؟ ده المنطق بيقول ان احنا نعمل تفاعل. لا، مش حاجه اسمها منطق، في حاجه اسمها المنطق بيقول انك تفكر في الكيميكال اكتيفيتي سيريز في قبل السبستيوشن. On adding silver nitrate to sodium chloride solution, a precipitate is formed. That double substitution, silver nitrate with sodium chloride. اديني sodium nitrate with a colorless with silver chloride. لونه ايه silver chloride؟ white precipitate. يبقى احنا هنختار white color. The oxidizing agent is a substance which dot during the chemical reaction. Oxidizing. يشوف oxidizing gives oxygen or takes hydrogen. الاثنين ينفعوا. لكن loses hydrogen لا، هي takes hydrogen or losing or gives oxygen. يبقى A and B. When sodium loses electron in outermost energy level, it become نخلي بالك losing electron يعني حصل له oxidation. يبقى it becomes what؟ حصل له oxidation يبقى it become oxidized by another element. Oxidized. تمام؟ Write the scientific term. Chemical reaction in which compound broken into simpler one by heat. طالما قلنا by heat يبقى انا بتكلم على thermal decomposition reaction. تعال نشوف the arrangement of metallic element in a descending order according to the rate of their chemical activity. Actually كمان sometimes يجيب لك ايه this series of metallic element. يبقى series according to chemical activity يبقى الإجابة هتبقى chemical activity series. The reaction where the element substitute another on its solution. Substitute. يبقى substitution reaction بس one an element يعني one. يبقى simple substitution. Chemical process in which an atom of element gains one electron يبقى البروسيس دي reduction process. Complete the following sentence. Copper oxide has طبعا very famous. هذا الاكسيد عنده ايه؟ has black color while copper carbonate has green green color. Okay. On heating copper sulfate يديني copper oxide. هيتفضل لي على طول CuSO4 خدنا oxygen مع 1 oxygen مع 1 copper يبقى CuO. هيتفضل لي SO3 which is sulfur trioxide gas. That reaction depends on the activity of metal which can be determined by using what؟ طبعا substitution reaction هي النوع اللي انا بستعمل فيه بشوف فيه الاكتيفيتي اوف ميتال. طب بعمل determination من منين؟ اكيد عندي سيريس ولا حاجه ممكن اعمل منها determination هي chemical activity series. On passing hydrogen gas over hot copper oxide is converted into it will give oxygen to hydrogen, so it will lose its oxygen to become only copper precipitated. Oxidation and reduction are two. They happen at the same time. عملية تبادلية, so it means concurrent process. HGO, 2HGO, it will decompose into its main element, 2Hg plus O2. Copper carbonate, CuCO3, شهير جدا يديني copper oxide and carbon dioxide gas involved. Zinc plus HCl, zinc comes before H or hydrogen in the chemical activity series, so it can replace it. يبقى zinc can replace hydrogen, so يديني zinc chloride ZnCl2 plus H2. Sodium chloride and silver nitrate, double substitution reaction. NeNO3 with AgCl, they white precipitate. Give reason, the formation of silver color on heating red mercury oxide. Red mercury oxide by heating into its main element, Hg plus O2. Hg ده لونه ايه؟ silver. يبقى the decomposition of mercury oxide into a silvery mercury and add oxygen gas. The blue color of copper sulfate disappears on putting a piece of zinc on it. لو حطينا a piece of zinc على blue copper carbonate or copper sulfate. So this copper sulfate, the copper is going to be replaced by zinc. هدي zinc sulfate ويديني precipitate من الكوبر. تمام؟ Gold doesn't react with dilute acid. The acid فيه hydrogen, where gold comes after hydrogen, so it cannot replace the hydrogen of acid because it's less active. White precipitate is formed in iron, silver nitrate, sodium to sodium chloride. هنا برضه double substitution نفس الرياكشن بيتغير بيتكرر. sorry, double substitution, silver nitrate and sodium chloride. So it's going to make double substitution, silver هيروح مع الكلورايد يدي silver chloride which is white precipitate. Correct the underlying word. Metal substitute oxygen of water to produce metal hydroxide. طبعا metal hydroxide ايه اللي هيطلع في النهايه؟ هياخد ال OH تفضل لي ال H which is hydrogen. ليه؟ لأن الميتال substitute the hydrogen of water. On adding piece of magnesium to copper sulfate, a black precipitate is formed. Piece of magnesium, copper sulfate, magnesium is more active than copper, so it's going to replace it. Magnesium sulfate, which is colorless by the way, and the copper will precipitate. Well, copper هنا ممكن يبقى red or rich brown. Green copper carbonate decomposed by heating into black copper hydroxide, black copper hydroxide and carbon dioxide gas evolves. كل ده كويس ما عدا البلاك. البلاك هنا المشهور عندنا قوي copper oxide, not copper hydroxide. Sodium atom gains 1 electron or more during chemical reactions. Sodium atom 281, when it's going to be stable تبقى 28 يبقى it's going to lose 1 electron يبقى اكيد الاجابه loses ودي عمليه oxidation reaction. Okay, That was the end of our quick revision and solving some questions based on lesson 1. I hope that you understand each of the answers today, and see you next time, inshallah, in another part of lesson 1 and lesson 2. Thank you and goodbye.